very much. Thank you. I'm just going to take a moment to feel the present moment. And I'm also going to take a moment to get a bit more comfortable in this chair. I don't want to complain, but a cushion wouldn't have gone amiss. I don't need much for these talks, but I would have presumed that a cushion would be a given. Not to be, it would seem. Note to self, bring your own cushion next time. So, welcome to this evening of meditation and relaxation. Before we get started, the management have asked me to have a quick word about what we do in the event of a fire. Now you can see there's a fire escape over there at the back. Actually, sorry, that couple there, you two, the two people in the hats, you're both wearing hats. You're actually sitting in the way of the fire escape over there, I'm afraid. So can you move? Thank you. And by the way, this fire escape here behind me, that's just for me. Okay, so if there is a fire, don't go using this one. You have to use the one over there. Okay. Right, that's the fire chat out of the way. Who likes geese? Yes, a few hands going up. Some goose fans in. The reason I ask is I saw two geese the other day having a really big fight. Not much I could do about it. They were in the river, and I wasn't in the river. Anyway, they were having this big old set to. I'll call them Goose 1 and Goose 2. Goose 1 had Goose 2 around the neck and kept plunging its head under the water. But then Goose 2 did a sort of twist and managed to reverse the move the way a wrestler would. And then it got hold of Goose 1's beak and tried to eat it, as far as I could tell. But then Goose 1 jumped into the air and landed on Goose 2's back and proceeded to beat Goose 2's head with its wings. And then Goose 2 just dived under the water. Goose 1 fell off, and then they both just swam away. And as they swam away from each other, they both flapped their wings and squawked and made all this fuss. And then a couple of minutes later, they passed each other and were completely fine. The argument was over, whatever it was about, nests or eggs or something, I'll never know. But the point is, they'd shaken that aggression off, all that stress, and they were fine again, completely fine with each other. Now, can you imagine if that had been two people fighting in the river? Can you imagine a couple of minutes after that had finished, those two people being perfectly fine with each other? No. What would happen is they would each go home and they would talk about that fight for days and days, probably years actually, going over it in their minds, telling their friends, boasting about it, embellishing it, ruminating, etc., 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 etc. It would be so much easier if we could be more like geese. When something bad happens, rather than thinking about it over and over, if we could just shake our beaks, flap our arms up and down, get rid of all the stress out of the body, and then just float away. Not up the river, but just float off and get on with our lives. So I would stress to all of you, take a leaf out of the Goose's book. If you find yourself in a stressful situation, try not to let it bother you for days and months, even years afterwards. Shake it all away and move on. Okay? And that's the goose section. So I think we've got a question. And this question is from Maynard Heinkank. Maynard, are you in the room, Maynard? Maynard, there you are.
Hello, Dr. Podan. I'm very sensitive psychically, and I'm very sensitive to other people's emotions and other people's feelings.
Yes.
And I find that people are always wanting to tell me about their problems and about difficulties in their lives. And I can easily get overwhelmed and very tired with that. I'm wondering what I can do about it.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for the question. I would put on earmuffs. If you're around people and you find they are complaining or whining too much, just put your earmuffs on. I recommend those big padded earmuffs that bulldozer drivers use. Don't feel embarrassed. Once you've had enough of listening to their relentless issues, just put the earmuffs on. Put the muffs on, put them on right in front of them. Let them see. And they'll get the hint pretty quick that you've had enough. Okay? I hope that helps. Is there somebody coughing here, by the way? I can hear somebody coughing. I keep hearing this cough pinging around. I mean, I thought those days were over, to be honest. Okay, next question. And we've got, who's this? Drysaw. Is that a name? Drysaw. Yes, Drysaw. There we go, Drysaw. Yes. What's your question, please?
Hello, Dr. Podan. I get pretty depressed, actually, Dr. Podan. I get pretty down most days, and I want to know what I can do about that.
Yes, okay. Well, depression is certainly not a nice thing. And there is no one-size-fits-all cure. Is that the expression? And there is no one-fits-all. There is no cure to fit everyone. There's no one size. There's no cure for everyone. There isn't a cure. That said, I find balloons help. Get yourself around 10 packs of balloons. Blow them up and fill every room in your house with them. Okay? It's quite hard to feel depressed when your house is completely full of balloons. So give that a go and let me know how you get on. And I'm sure you'll find that even if it's just for 5 minutes, those balloons are going to put a smile on your face. Right, I think we've got another question now, and this is from... Oh, I wasn't expecting this. This question is from my 7-foot-tall brother, Leonard. Leonard, I didn't know you were here.
I'm here, Giles.
Yes, well, I can see you now. I mean, you're hard to miss when you stand up. I wouldn't normally allow this, but go on. What's your question, Leonard?
Why do people touch their chins when they think?
Why do people what?
Why do people touch their chins when they think?
Why do people touch their chins when they think? It's not the sort of question I really answer. It's not Trivial Pursuit. First of all, I don't touch my chin when I think, as far as I know.
Yes, you do, Giles.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I'm not touching my chin now, am I? And I am thinking. I'm thinking, what on earth is Leonard doing here? But I'm sure there's a psychological answer. It could be nerves. It could be, I don't know, comforting to touch your chin when you think. I mean, some people scratch their heads when they think, don't they? Or bite their nails. You know, they do all sorts. It's not really my area of expertise, Leonard. I don't claim to know everything.
You seem to know enough about geese.
Yeah, right. Well, thank you for your question, Leonard, anyway. So, yeah, you can sit down now, because you're blocking the lights.
I'll sit down when I want.
Right, what's the time? Oh, by the way, usually during the interval, there's a woman here who walks down the aisle selling pots of ice cream, but I'm afraid she's not here tonight, apparently, because of a pay dispute. So I'm sorry if you've been looking forward to a cooling pot of ice cream, but it's not going to happen today. Don't blame me. Blame her. Blame the woman. Sorry, but this chair is so uncomfortable. It's really digging into my buttocks. So let's take a quick break before I break, and we'll carry on after that. Thank you.